Okay, hello all. Last video we have told you that the words in plain figures. And also, so now we will have some exercise about these words so that make you understand and how to use this word in the questions. Okay, now first of all, the figure shows a circle with center O. In last time I've told you center in Chinese is called 圆心. And AOB is a straight line that and OC is 2 cm. That means that is the center and we go to point C, this is 2 cm. Obviously, this one is called radius. In Chinese, it's called 半徑. So obvious, radius is 2 cm immediately. So for diameter, 直徑, that means we are going to double the radius. That is 2 times 2. This is 4. So make sure that what's the meaning of these two words. The radius in Chinese is called 半徑 and diameter is called 直徑. So you must know what is the meaning of it. Okay, now we will go to question 2A and 2B. For question 2A, you will see consider the following two figures. We have figure 1 and figure 2. So use the given letter to name the polygon above. So we will use these letters R, S, T, and D, E, F, G, H to name this one. So we will have it. This one is a triangle. So we first of all, we will draw a triangle side here. So make sure that this one is the triangle, not a straight line, whatever. So make sure that we know that this is a triangle. So we can name starting from everywhere. You can starting from R, then you can go to next letters, that means T or S, so that you can call it RST or RTS, even TSR, TRS, whatever you call it. But if you can make it simple, just follow the alphabetic order, so that is triangle RST. But if I write triangle TSR, it's also okay. So don't mind every word that combined together, you will got the correct answer. Okay, for part A, for figure 2, you must pay a serious attention. So if you have starting from D, you cannot go to F and you cannot go to G. So you can only go to E and H. Because we must follow the trend or the length from D to H. So that means you can call D, E, F, G, H. Or you can say D, H, G, F, E. If someone say that this is D, F, G, E, H, that means this is not this figure. If something is called D, F, G, E, H, I will draw it like this. This is D, F, G, E, something like E, H. Okay? D, F, G, E, H. Someone will like this D, F, G, E, H. I will follow the trend and link back the H to the last letter to the beginning letter so that H and D will be linked together. So this one is not a good way for us to count this figure. So we call D, E, F, G, H. So the figure following the trend, so this is D, E, F, G, H. You can starting from F, you can call it F, G, H, D, E. It's also correct. E is also correct. So never mind, but for example, F, G, H, D, E is also correct. So please pay attention, you must follow the trend to read and to name this polygon. So make sure that you know how to do this. Second one, I'm going to draw all the diagonals. Diagonals in Chinese is called 對角線. That means every time that we are not adjacent and we must link it together. So for example, D is linked to E and linked to H directly. So these two are not diagonal. But if D linked to F, this one is called diagonal. And D linked to G, this one is also called diagonal. And etc. E linked to H is also obviously this is diagonal. E linked to G is also the diagonal. So what will be left is also F to the H, because for F to the D we have drawn it together, and G and also etc. we also draw it. So we got a star for all these diagonals. So we will finish the question 2. We know how to draw the diagonal. That means that something that not adjacent to each other, 唔係鄰近嘅. So we will link DF and DG are two different diagonals. Okay, so this is question 2. And then we will go to question 3. Okay, now we are going to use a ruler and classify the following triangles according to the length of the side. So let's look at this. For MN, you will see this one is about 2.1 cm. And then with LN, you will also get this is 2.1 cm. And also finally, LN is also 2.1 cm. So we have 3 equal sides. So in English, this one is called equilateral triangle. That means something that with 3 equal sides. So this one is called equilateral. Okay, now we will have DD and EF. So first of all, we have DD. We draw this together. This is 1.6 cm. And then we measure this one. Okay, a little bit. I think I need to move it to hit that. This one is also 1.6 cm. And finally, for DF, we got about 2.5 cm. So obviously, this one we have 2 equal sides. So this one is called isosceles triangle. Okay, isosceles triangle. So last but not least, let's measure all these 3 straight lines. For YZ, you will get this is 2.6 cm. And for XZ, you will have is about 1.4 cm. And finally, we got XY. This one is about 2.1 cm. So we have 3 different length of the side. So obviously, this one is called scalene triangle. 任意三角形. So we have all 3 types of triangle with different length of it. And now we will have part B of question 4. That means that this time we will use the protractor. That means we are going to measure the angle. So for AB, okay, this one is obviously, you will see this one is a very straight right angle. So we do not need to measure the other one. We can write directly. This one is called the right angle triangle. Because we only need to measure one angle. That means the right one. And also this one is obvious because this is greater than right angle. So this one must be obtuse angle. So obviously for part C, you will see this one is obviously obtuse angle triangle. I'm sorry. Obtuse angled triangle. Okay, this one is for obtuse angle. And the last one, so let me check it. This one is not great for acute angle. You must measure all these 3 angles. For this one, you will see this one is smaller than 90 degrees. And this one obviously is also smaller than 90 degrees. And the last one, this one is also smaller than the 90 degrees. So obviously, of 3D straight angles are all acute angles. So this one is called the acute angled triangle. So for every time you measure the acute angle triangle, you must measure all 3 angles so that you can make sure that this one's the acute angle. But if you measure this one is a right angle, so you can directly write down this is right angle triangle. And if you get someone that is greater than 90 degrees, that one must be obtuse angle triangle. So make sure that what you learn here. Okay. Now let's have some more example. After the triangle, we will go to the polygon. Okay. We will have some example for the polygon. Now let's look at the question 7. Which of the following figures are convex? In Chinese, this one is called 凸. And which of them are concave? This one is called 凹. So you are going to distinguish A, B, C, D, E, F. Okay, now let's look at this. Okay, which one? Let's look at part A. For part A, obviously, this one is... I give you 5 seconds to test it. Okay, now for part A, the answer is this one is called convex. Right, not so convex, concave, sorry about that. This is concave. Why this one is concave but not convex? Because obviously this one is greater than 180 degrees. So if only one angle, that one is greater than 180 degrees in the interior angle, so we will say that this one obviously is the concave. So obviously for part B, you can look at this. For this one, look at these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. This 8 angle, you will see none of them is greater than 180 degrees. So B is the convex polygon. Okay, now so look at the point C, you will see 1, 2, 3, 4. This four angle obviously is not greater than 180 degrees, so this one is also convex. So for part D, 1, 2, 3, and 4, this four angle is obviously not greater than 180 degrees, so part D is also the convex. Okay, now the left may be concave or convex, so let's look at this. For E, obviously, this one is concave because I found 4 of them inside the figure is greater than 180 degrees. So part E is the concave. And part F, obviously, this one is also concave because we have 4 of them is greater than 180 degrees. So this one for F is concave also. So make sure that if any one of the angle is greater than 180 degrees, we call it concave directly. Otherwise, we call it convex. Okay, so it's not difficult for you to understand concave and convex. Now let's look at question 8. This is the last question that I'm going to discuss with you. That is something they call equilateral polygons, equiangular polygons, and regular. Okay, let's look at this one by one. So for equilateral, that means you have something they call equal length. For equal length, obviously, we can see this part A, 1, 2, 3, 4, they got the same name. So A is equilateral. And for D is also 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, with 5 lengths are equal, so D is also equal. Okay, now let's look at which of them is equiangular. Equiangular means that all angles with the same size. So you can see this one is the right angle, right. You have 4 of these, a right angle. So A is once again the equiangular. And for B, this one is also obviously, this one is also equiangular. But for C, you will see 2 angles are different. So we cannot say C is equiangular. So for D, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Every time we mark it as the same size of it, we will use the the same marking on it. So you can see for part C, you have 2 marking and 2 marks. So these 2 angles are equal, and these 4 angles are another kind of equal. So make sure that for D, you will have found that this is also equal. So both of them are equilateral and both of them are equiangular, so you will call it regular. So only A and D can be regular. So we have solved all these problems for it. Equilateral 等邊, equiangular 等角, and regular 正. So make sure that you know all these questions. Okay, thanks for watching in this video. Bye bye.